Last week, a Tunisian-born terrorist used a truck to kill 84 people, French and tourists, including 10 children, and injured more than 300 people. All this happened during the celebration of July 14th in Nice, France. A terrorist who came as a refugee from Afghanistan to Germany perpetrated an attack using an axe, injured 4 people, railway passengers, 3 of them in critical condition. All this happened before a policeman succeeded to open fire and to kill this terrorist. 2 days ago, a Palestinian terrorist injured 2 Israeli soldiers by stabbing them with a knife in Gush Etzion area, in Judea area, before he got neutralized by the soldiers who were around. People in the Western world who breathe democracy 24 hours a day want to know after each terror attack to what terror organization those terrorists belong to. Is it ISIS? Is it Hamas? Is it Islamic Jihad? Al-Qaeda? And after they got the answers from the security services, they are waiting to see the response to those attacks. But Muslim terrorists of the recent years do not always line up according to well-known organizations. And since the murderous terrorist organization ISIS has risen, we see that many of the terrorists are trying to be part of ISIS, whether they were recruited by them or not. And ISIS became a kind of an umbrella organization to those unidentified terrorists. If Iran, the biggest state of terror in the world, if they condemn a terror attack launched by Al-Qaeda, or if Hamas is condemning a terror attack launched by ISIS, so right away you can find some countries, Western countries or Western leaders, who think in Western rationale. They think in terms of a saying like, the enemy of my enemy can be my friend. Maybe it works in English, French, even in Hebrew. It doesn't work in Arabic. In Arabic the saying says, أنا وأخوي على ابن عمي وأنا وابن عمي الغريب, which means me and my brother against the cousin, and me and my cousin against the strangers. We have to remember, all Western countries, all Western leaders, we are always remain the strangers. There's no difference between the terrorist who drove the truck in France or the terrorist who used an axe to injure people in Germany, or the one who used a knife to injure Israelis. These terrorists, whether they are belonging to a terror organization or just affected by them, their goal is to kill Jews, Christians, but not just that, even to kill Muslims who are not enough Muslims in their eyes. The barrel of terrorists needs to be dried and can be dried. It requires coordination between all nations, between all countries who are determined in the fight against terrorists. الإيد الوحيدة ما بتزعف, we say. You can't clap hands with one hand. It needs 2 to tango. We managed to do it in the past with Carlo the Jackal, with Osama bin Laden, and we can do it now and in the future with Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi and all other Navelis, all other bastards. The Islamic terrorists are led by the Muslim Brotherhood or their likes, who see terrorism as a choosing of God, or they prefer to call it jihad fi sabilillah, jihad on the sake of God. But we know that this is a distorted perception of religion, a distorted perception of many other issues. And we need to fight those terrorists, and we shall defeat them. The barrel of terrorists has a bottom. It's not a bottomless barrel. and we can reach the terrorists in this barrel till the last one of them. Because we know that the good guys will defeat the whole bad guys. Indeed, the world has borders that separate countries, but there should be no borders when it comes to the war against terrorists.